We are back with Aztecs Now, and welcome. This is Brady Hoke, and it could have been the Brady Hoke Show. I mean, it's his show, not Ted's show, not Uncle Teddy's show, Brady Hoke Show. Because like we said, he's on the schedule. He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. He's got all those rules. I see rule number 63, number 45. I'm having a hard time remembering those.
Well, you know what? Sometimes I do too. But believe me, it's they're not rules. They're just things that we try and live by with our philosophy.
I understand. You could have had an easier opener. I understand they're coming off a losing season, and UCLA struggled big time. And a former Aztec quarterback, Kevin Kraft, last year, 20 interceptions, the all-time record for UCLA for season. But he's not going to be playing. And that's part of it here. How do you prepare? You got the redshirt freshman Kevin Prince, right, and a team that there's so many unknowns. You can watch tape, but it's hard, isn't it?
Well, I think, you know, you get a good sense of who they are when you look at their defense. Their defense is really the strength of their team. And, you know, they have 24 parade All-Americans, rivals All-Americans on their football team just in the underclassmen. So you know that they have some talented guys, and the defense is what really is. They've got a lot of guys who coming back. They're very talented there. And then offensively, you're right, we have not seen Kevin Prince play quarterback, but you know he's well thought of. He was highly recruited, and they'll have some great skill players around him.
They're UCLA. That's the deal.
Yep.
Well, they're coming off a losing season. They're UCLA, for heaven's sakes. This is not going out and playing, Talladega A&M. It's much more difficult. Your guys, and this has been going on a long time, in terms of, and I've heard this with new coaches, run, pass, or we're going to get a balance. We're going to get a balance. And a lot of times that didn't happen, and they didn't stay in balance. Sure. But you're talking like it's going to be that way.
Well, we have to. You know, we really believe in having balance offensively and running the football. And like I've told Al, I said, we may get 3 yards a pop. It doesn't matter. We just got to keep running the ball. It really creates a toughness on your team. I think at some time in a game, you have the opportunity to make another team crack if you can keep running the ball, be patient with what you're doing, and just keep moving the sticks as you go.
Are you satisfied? Because I know you lost to Tia Henderson.
Right.
He will not play on Saturday. But you've got Brandon Sullivan, you got Devon Brown, you got these new kids that you have recruited. These new kids, I get the impression, having watched practice, they're like a Tia, but bigger. They're quicker and they're fast. I got a feeling the freshmen will play. True?
Well, I don't think there's any doubt that we're going to play some of those freshmen. I think when you look at Anthony Miller, he's a bigger back, and he's a guy who's got good vision and runs hard, extremely hard. I think Walter Casey is a guy that is a combination between Anthony and Ronnie Hillman. I think he does a nice job with the ball in his hands. I think he runs very physical. And so, with Devon, Brandon, and those 3 freshman kids, we'll see where we're at.
Happy with the offensive line or not? Because I hate to use cliches that it all starts there, and you know that. We're not going to insult your intelligence, and that was difficult. Those guys, and it's a different composition of this offensive line. You got several sophomores and guys that have not played a game yet. That's difficult.
Well, I think we'll take some lumps around as we go, but I'm pleased with how they've grown together. I'm pleased that Trask and how he's taken control as the center, the guy who handles the ball every down, and Kaika I think has had a good fall camp, and Tommy Draheim and Pete Nelson, and I think between Mike Montemua at the left guard and Alec Johnson at the left guard, I think we'll have 7 or 8 guys in there that we'll feel real comfortable about.
This is good. This is good. And I'll tell you one thing. Coach, I have never seen, this is not to blame anybody or to praise anybody, but as long as you got some linemen that are healthy, I never saw anything. It was an epidemic, mostly losing 6, 7 defensive linemen last year and several offensive linemen. Those poor guys never had a chance.
Well, it's like you said, it starts up front on both sides of the ball, and we've got to stay healthy, and we want to do all those things. But I think we've got a little more depth when you look at us offensively up front and defensively, where we've got some guys we can rotate in the game so that we can really do a good job of keeping guys fresh so that they can play hard for 60 minutes.
Brady, thank you, man. I appreciate it, and good luck Saturday.
Thanks, Ted. Appreciate it.
A lot of people looking forward to it.
Thank you. We're excited.
Amen. Amen. Coach mentioned defense, and people ask all the time, at San Diego State, when they know you're involved with the program and doing play-by-play, they run a 3-4? No. Run a 4-3? No. What? A 3-3-5? A what now? A 3-3-5. Never heard of it. Well, you have if you've been in the conference where Rocky Long has been. And one of his guys is coming up here, one linebacker Jerry Milling, who is healthy, thank goodness. And that means the Aztecs are better because Jerry's better. And we'll talk to him about this opener and the Aztecs season with Aztecs Now.